Didier Deschamps' World Cup winning France team, can we recreate it in eFootball? France won the 2018 World Cup without having to play extra time in any knockout game. How can we recreate Deschamps' solid defensive and efficient counterattack in eFootball? France conceded 6 goals in total in the whole tournament. 5 of the 6 conceded goals came from 2 games. Deschamps was a supporter of efficiency over effervescence, prioritizing having a solid and safe defense. He said at the highest level, if you don't have a solid defensive base, you can't get by over a whole competition. He also liked his team to create opportunities and be dangerous whenever they regained possession. France's main defensive shape was a 4-4-2 in a compact shape, limiting space between the lines. He had players that were extremely good at both ground duels as well as aerial dominance. France's back four was incredibly talented, with good physicality as well as defensive intelligence. Unlike most other teams, Deschamps actually deployed 2 defensive fullbacks together, Lucas Hernandez and Pavard. They rarely made overlapping runs, keeping their positions low during attack. Both were very athletic and capable of playing as center backs, so their positioning was top-notch, and they were able to limit the opponent's attack on the wings. Varane and Umtiti both played like build-up center backs, prioritizing positioning instead of aggressive challenges. This back four was talented and disciplined, forming a strong shield in front of Lloris. And Deschamps' midfielders also formed a solid barrier. Kanté was the main defensive midfielder. Kanté didn't stick to his defensive position. He was like a destroyer or box-to-box, using his insane defensive coverage to tackle and intercept, and leading the interception leaderboard with 21. Next to Kanté was Matuidi on the left. He was a box-to-box with a high work rate without being on the ball much. He made runs down the left side as an extra passing option. In defense, he would collaborate with Kanté, either pressing together, covering the space behind Kanté, or even acting as the 5th defender at times. Pogba was extremely well-rounded. He would use his height and physical contact to provide strength in defense, and in attack he would both orchestrate at the back, make killer passes further up the pitch, as well as make runs to receive a pass back to score long shots. He was press-resistant, strong, and precise with his long passes, which was extremely important in Deschamps' long ball counter approach. France had 2 main long pass targets, Giroud and Mbappé. Mbappé had the 2nd highest successful dribble count in the whole tournament. On the right flank, his pace was unguardable. When he was 1 versus 1 on the right, it was almost guaranteed that he'd reach the final third for a cross into the box, or he would finish the chance by himself. But how was Mbappé able to have so many chances and so much space to dribble on the right? That's where Giroud was so important. When France regained possession, either the keeper Lloris or Umtiti on the left, or Pogba on the right, would launch an accurate long pass to the target man Giroud. When Giroud tried to win a header and handle 1 or 2 defenders, Matuidi, Griezmann, and Pogba would try to win the second ball. That way, the team could complete an attack with just a few passes without pushing too many players forward. Griezmann, who played as a second striker behind Giroud, was free to overload either flank with his movement. He used his balance, ball control, and football intelligence to attract pressure, buying time for the runners, including Mbappé. Among teammates who were physical and fast, Griezmann provided the control and connection Deschamps needed in the final third. Overall, Deschamps built a squad that prioritized compact defense, while having efficient counterattacks and making good use of the talent he had. To build a team, Deschamps' France played with long ball counter, which had a low defense line, high support range, and direct counterattack. The formation was like a 4-2-2-2, with a left CMF and RMF. I think both offensive and defensive goalkeepers can play as Lloris. Varane was a fast and tall build-up CB, and Umtiti was also a build-up CB, but left-footed and had good passing skills. The left-back Lucas Hernandez was a defensive fullback, same as the right-back Pavard. The DMF Kanté played as a box-to-box midfielder or destroyer. The left CMF Matuidi was also a box-to-box midfielder, was left-footed, and had good work rate. The CMF Pogba could either be an orchestrator or box-to-box, and I'd suggest just using Mbappé as Mbappé at RMF. His average position was very high, so it's good to give him attacking, and it's optional, but I also gave him counter-target to let him conserve his stamina in attack. The SS Griezmann can have any playstyle, but he should have good dribbling and passing, and Giroud played as a target man. Here's the team with position lines, full squad instructions, and the table of players. Nice nutmeg.
Face to face with his great rival. He's had a shot. Well, now it's a race for the
Defensive fullbacks aerial dominance.
France still without a single shot on target. Rabiot. Another pass,
A pass and run on Mbappe, but he was very well man-marked. Now the man-marking was distracted by Pavard, then just crossed it to Giroud.
He's got two. Fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention.
Matuidi's off-ball
His
movement on the
tenacity
left
won
side
the day.
was very important for France.
So we have the first goal. Great chance!
Very well.
Canceling counter-target to make Mbappe defend more. Mbappe always targeting the space behind the left back.
Griezmann. Now it's Rabiot. It's Griezmann!
Conte closing the gap between lines.
That was lovely, that.
Steaming on goalwards. Just coming up to the hour mark.
And again,
it's
looking for
1-0.
Mbappe.
That's a nicely measured pass. He is through here.
But what was that run by the target man?
That has been knocked clear.
This chance wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Pavard.
And the shot!
Things starting to...
What was that offside trap?
A very different game now. The command has been established.
Nakata. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Nice dribble, but also nice defending.
Saliba. Weghorst. Weghorst! Nicely intercepted. Now it's Cruyff. And Cruyff!
Conte, wow.
That. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France can look back.
Counter-target made Mbappe just stand there. He only moves if you control him.
It's run loose here.
I wish Griezmann made a one-touch pass to Matuidi there. Nice goal. I should have pressed instead of backing off. Yeah, Giroud's going to get caught up by Rudiger. Just shoot. Griezmann is free to move left or right.
Rabiot with the delivery. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking...
And the shots! No way through there.
Even Lucas made a run with attacking level 1 on.
From a modern coach's mindset.
And that could send him on his way. Good chance! Good chance! Unspoiled kindness!
Well played.
Here's that. Like a game.
You just have to look at what he's achieved. A great shot stopper, very decisive and quick.
Griezmann really connects the attack very well. Now that's a nice through pass by Pogba, and what a run by Mbappe.
Kindly here. And again. Here's Mbappe.
Nice defending by Lucas and Matuidi.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
All one touch, starting from Giroud.
Now it's Mbappe. Finish! He scored! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that defense is surprised by the fact they've allowed him the space.
Good progress. He is through here. It's Griezmann.
Wasted it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Matuidi really helped fill in spaces the team needed in real life, just like this.
And here's Nico Williams.
Nico Williams really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Why didn't he shoot it with his foot? Again, spotting Giroud winning the second ball, and Mbappe.
Always onto this. He has found a way through.
Very simple but effective.
He's had it nicked
Starting from a
away.
challenge by Pogba, then really it's just the same attack.
France finding their passes. Mbappe.
Except Mbappe crossed it to Matuidi.
Big header. Just so calm under pressure.
And we're done.
Thank you for watching. Will you try Deschamps' long ball counterattack?
A show all about one side.